Hello my cuties, hope you are having a great Thursday. As I said yesterday, today in this video I'm going to talk about stars, and tomorrow I'll talk about galaxies. I just don't want to put this video too long, but before I talk about stars, I have an advice very important for you all, because it makes me feel worried about certain cases. So guys, I know that sometimes, or maybe always, we have all the biggest problems in life, right? And that sometimes we want to make something crazy. You know what I mean. So, but killing ourselves for love, friendship, or for other cases, it's a waste of time, guys. Because yesterday I assisted to a girl committing suicide because of love. She was a great girl, and a great friend, but she died because of love. Please, guys, just don't try to suicide yourself, because we all are. We we need to know that even life has two sides. Two sides. It can have bad sides sometimes, but we can't forget that life has a good side too. But killing ourselves for love, friendship, or for other cases, as the case of my friend, it's a waste of time, because life has its bad side, and we can't forget that it has good side too, guys. So what I want to say to you all, I want to say that think many times before doing these kind of things, because we all were born with an objective in our lives. And honestly, I think that suicide isn't a solution for the problems, and it's just a way to finish with our lives. So, if you all have problems, please don't give up of our lives, because you only live once, and life is too short, and if you live your lives well enough, it worths enough, guys. We all have an objective in life, which we don't know what is, okay? But please don't kill yourselves, because it's bad. It's bad. In case of my friend, she was very young, well, a little bit older than me, guys, but young, still young. She finished it with her life. She committed suicide because her boyfriend broke up with her because she had problems with health. And I think that's a stupid thing, because if we love someone, we have to love that person as the way she or he is, even if he or she has problems with health. We are here to love the person, to take care of her or of him. But finish these breakups because we have problems with health. Look, guys, I have problems with health, but it doesn't mean that, how can I say this? My case is different, guys. I have problems with health, and I admit that. But I live my life. I don't try. I never try to suicide myself, because I know that life is good sometimes, and it smiles for me when it wants. Of course, I just let the things come to me naturally. I wait for the things. I don't go into to chase them. I have problems with health, yes, and many things happen to me, and I'm still here. Because why? Because I have people who really loves me, who is really by my side, and who takes care of me. So please, guys, don't kill yourselves. It's a waste of time, and your life can be precious for who really loves you. So don't make the others suffering for your deaths, because it's sad, it's painful. It can hit a person's heart, and you understand what I mean. In this case, in case of my friend, she died, and honestly my heart is hurting, because she was a great girl. Well, She was very great. She was special. I knew her since 7 years, and it was very sad to see she died. I tried to stop her, but it didn't work. It didn't work enough. But I tried. And at least I tried to save her life. But she was very lost in time. And the moment, well, I will not tell how she died, guys. So don't ask me. Well, life is great. It's great for who wants and for who works, for who loves life. We have to smile every day, even if we want to cry. We have to cry, yes, but it doesn't mean that we are weak. We cry because we are strong enough to stand up certain pains. You know what I mean. Now I'm going to talk about stars. Let's forget these bad things. I just told what I really want to say to you, guys, because you all are special for me and for who really loves you. Please, guys, don't kill yourselves because it's a waste of time. You all are precious for many people, including me. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about stars, as I promised it yesterday. So, in my sight point, the star is a massive luminous sphere of plasma held together by its own floating, you know. So, the nearest star to the Earth is the Sun. As you know, the Sun is a star, a big star with 1,500 great warm, you know. You would be killed, burned, basically. Well, the Sun is very powerful. It's a star, which is the source of the most of the planet's energy. I mean, Sun gives energy to the planet, guys. During the day, of course, not during the night. Other stars are visible from the Earth during the night, appearing as a multitude of fixed luminous points due to their immense distance. And historical, the most prominent stars were grouped into constellations. How to explain this? Constellations are like a drawing made by stars, and I love that kind of things. It's very beautiful. We can see too many things in the sky at night. I mean, it's very beautiful because I saw too many constellations, and it's very beautiful. Really, it's very beautiful. I love that kind of things, guys. Well, guys, and asterisms, I knew it before, but I can't remember. Well, because it was too many years ago that I studied this, so I don't remember. And the brightest stars gained proper names. They have their own names that which people gave to them. Some astronomers, of course. And extensive catalogs of stars have been assembled by astronomers, as I said before, which provide standardized stars designations. Everyone has a designation, every star. And for at least a portion of its life, a star shines due to the thermonuclear fusion of hydrogen into helium. I know this before, but I can't remember, as I said before. Into outer space. Once the hydrogen in the core of a star is nearly exhausted, almost all naturally occurring elements heavier than helium are created by stellar nucleosynthesis. Yes. During the star's lifetime, and some stars by supernova nucleosynthesis when it explodes. Well, in this case, if you don't understand, just tell me, and if I'm going fast, just tell me to in the box. Well, another thing I think by my sight point, near the end of its life, a star can also contain degenerate matter, and astronomers can determine determine the mass, age, metallicity, chemical composition, and many other properties of a star by observing its motion through space, luminosity, and spectrum, respectively. So, the total mass of a star is the principal determinant of its evolution and eventual fate. And by other side, other characteristics of a star, including diameter and temperature, change over its life, while the star's environment affects its rotation and movement, and the plot of the temperature of many stars against their luminosities, known as, it has a German name, Hertzsprung-Russell diagram, HAR, allows the age and evolutionary state of a star to be determined. Another thing I know that a star's life begins with gravitational collapses of a gaseous nebula of material composed by primarily of hydrogen, along with the helium and trace amounts of heavier things. Once the stellar core is sufficiently dense, hydrogen becomes steadily converted into helium through nuclear fission, releasing energy in the process. And by my other side point, the star's internal pressure prevents it from collapsing further under its own gravity, and once the hydrogen fuel of the core is exhausted, a star with at least 0.4 times the mass of the Sun expands to become a red giant, in some cases fusing heavier elements at the core or in shells around the core. So, the star then evolves into a degenerate form, recycling the portion of its matter into interstellar environment, where it will be contribute to the formation of a new generation of stars with a higher proportion of heavy elements. Heavy, guys, heavy. Another thing. Meanwhile, the core becomes a stellar remnant, a white dwarf, a neutron star, or if it's sufficiently massive, a black hole. I know a song about a black hole, Muse Supermassive Black Hole. The song name is Supermassive Black Hole, and as I said here, I remember the song. So, binary and multi-star systems consist of two or more stars that gravitationally bound and generally move around each other in stable orbits. When two such stars have a relatively close orbit, their gravitational interaction can have a significant impact on their evolution, guys. So, stars can form part of a much larger gravitationally bound structure, such as a star cluster or even a galaxy. I will talk about this tomorrow because I can't have the video long. I don't wanna you be worried. So, historically, stars have been important to civilizations throughout the world. They have been part of religious space practices and used for celestial navigation and orientation. And very ancient astronomers believed that stars were permanently affixed to a heavenly sphere, heaven, sky, as you wanna call, and they were immutable. By convention, astronomers grouped stars into constellations and using them to track the motions of the planets and the infrared position of the sun. So another thing I want to tell is that the motion of the sun against the background stars and the horizon was used to create calendars, which could be used to regulate agricultural practices. When the Gregorian calendar, currently used nearly everywhere in the world, is a solar calendar based on the angle of the Earth's rotational axis relative to its local star, the sun by itself. William Herschel was the first astronomer to attempt to determine a distribution of stars in the sky. He performed a series of gauges in 600 directions and counted the stars observing along each line of the sight. From this, he deduced that the number of stars steadily increased towards one side of the sky, in the direction of the Milky Way, our galaxy, guys, where we will live. And his son repeated his study in the southern hemisphere and found a corresponding increase in the same direction. And in addition to his other accomplishments, William is also noted for his discovery that some stars don't merely lie along the same line of sight, but are also physical companions that form binary star systems. Let's do another thing I wanna tell to finish this video, guys. So, in my side point once again, stars formed within extended regions of higher density in the interstellar medium, although the density is still lower than the outside of a vacuum chamber. These regions, known as molecular clouds, consist mostly of the hydrogen with about 23 to 28% helium and few percent heavier elements. One example I want to say of such a star forming the region is the Orion Nebula. And as massive stars form from molecular clouds, they powerfully eliminate these clouds, and they also ionize the hydrogen, creating an H2 region. All the stars spend the majority of their existence as main sequence stars, fueled primarily by the nuclear fusion of hydrogen into helium with their cores. And whatever stars of different masses have markedly different properties at various stages of their development, and the ultimate fate of more massive stars differs from that of less massive stars as to their luminosity and the impact they have on their environment. So another thing I wanna tell to finish the video is, as the cloud collapses, individual agglomerations of dense dust and gas form. You know what I mean, gas. As the globule collapses and the density increases, the gravitational energy converts into heat and the temperature rises. Increase. When the protostellar cloud has approximately reached the stable condition of hydrostatic equilibrium, as I talked about in another video, a protostar forms at the core, and these prime sequence stars are often surrounded by a protoplanetary disk and powered mainly by the release of gravitational energy, and the period of gravitational contraction lasts about 10 to 15 million years, guys. Too many years that it lasts the contraction. Guys, I hope you like this video and hope you will not be bored, because I know it's a long video. That's why I don't talk about galaxies today. So tomorrow I'll talk about the galaxies. I can't wait to share my knowledge with you all, because I love to help you. I want to make you see how interesting is this kind of subjects. Okay, guys? If you haven't, once again, I'll turn to say this as I said in the other videos. If you have doubts, questions, or what you want to say, tell me on my inbox. You know my name, so you can send me an inbox. And please think about what I said first before I talk about stars, guys. It's very important. Okay? So have a great Thursday and see you next video. Sweet kisses and hugs for you all, guys. And don't forget to smile, because life is too short and we live only once, guys. Okay? And if you do well, you can live a life is enough. Kisses for you all and see you next video.